Hi, I thought I would record a video of one of the poems that I read last night at the Compassionate Sheffield open mic event. It's a poem I wrote about having conversations about death. To give a little bit of context, if you aren't aware, my own experiences with death, as well as losing people really close to me. I nearly died having my first child. I had severe preeclampsia and HELLP syndrome. I have also had meningitis. I survived a ruptured brain aneurysm when I was 31, and then a few years later they unexpectedly found I'd formed another brain aneurysm, which we managed to treat before it could rupture. And I now live with the reality that I could form further brain aneurysms which may rupture and kill me with no warning. So here is my poem. It's called Have a Conversation. We need to have a conversation about the fact I'm going to die. I've nearly done it several times, so you know ignoring it won't fly. Mostly it's been dramatic, not much time for you to prepare. When it finally does actually happen, I suspect you'll still think it's unfair. We know death always happens, but try and ignore it all the same. Find some moral or spiritual context, or use euphemisms, give it different names. Before, when I beat miserable odds, we told a tale of survival, turning what was nearly a final exit into a triumphant re-arrival. Every time I was thrust back into life, I expected to carry on just the same, which is actually impossible when you're always living in the endgame. Sitting here currently, I appear to be quite safe. No childbirth or brain surgery planned, regular checkups all in place. But I could drop dead tomorrow, or even right now. Don't worry, I'm not actually trying to. It's just I can't actually vow not to do a thing that's really out of my control. If another death bubble forms and bursts, off to the river of Styx I stroll. Look, I do try and keep my blood pressure down, avoid watching too much news, exercise where possible, no smokes at all and zero booze. I pop or prescribe medication, turn up for every scan, but no one can really know how much is left of my actual lifespan. So we need to have this conversation about the fact that I will die. Talking, accepting, even planning won't actually hasten that goodbye. Every day my brain behaves and doesn't decide to explode. It's something to celebrate, but talking about death won't make fate choose to foreclose. I am a bit frightened. I'm not literally made of Sheffield steel, and I'm not telling you either what you can or can't feel. Just please have the conversation, because none of us are getting out of here alive. Embracing death doesn't have to be scary if we make the choice to thrive.